How to play music as an intro to your mission. We're going to go to the editor and then to Altus. So what we need to do first is build a mission to put a script into, as well as a sound file. So we're going to go to Abadira here, and we're going to go to this location. So there's only two things we need to do for our mission here, and that is place a player, and then we're going to place a trigger. So we're going to grab a trigger, and we're going to grab a trigger with a size. I'm going to put that right in front of the player, and then we're going to edit the trigger. We're going to make the trigger a rectangle, and then we're going to make the size of the trigger 5, 5, and 5. Next, we need to set the activation of the trigger, which will be any player, and activation type will be present. This is all we're going to do for this trigger. For now, we will add a code to this, but we have some other things we need to do first. So this is our trigger. This is our mission. We're going to save this. I'm going to save this on Altus. And we're going to name this music_intro. Okay, now that we have our mission established, we're going to open the scenario folder. So we're going to go to the top left under scenario and go down to where it says open scenario folder. We are currently in the mission folder music intro.altus, and this is the mission SQM. In our next step, what we need is a sound file that we will be using for our music. So we're going to go to a website, and this website I'll link in the description of the video. What this website does is it will convert your music file to a format that the game will read. So once you get to this website, you're going to go to where it says convert, and then hover your mouse over it and a menu will open up. You're going to go down to where it says audio converter, click on that. It'll say online audio converter. Next is we need to choose our music file. So we're going to choose the file, and this one is Arma 3 main theme soundtrack, and this is in MP3 format. So we're going to choose that. Once you choose your sound file, it'll show up here. It'll show up as a little tune icon, and then whatever the name is of your soundtrack, .mp3 or whatever format your sound file is in. After you've chosen your sound file, you're going to go to where it says to and click on this arrow, and a box will open up, and I'm going to choose the OGG sound format. After you've chosen that, you're going to go to this gear icon, which is settings, and then we're going to basically leave the codec as the OGG Vorbis. Set the quality to, we could set it to high and leave everything else as is. Hit OK, and it'll say ready, and this icon will be green. So all you have to do now is basically hit convert, and then you have to wait till the file is being uploaded. And once it's uploaded, it'll start converting. Now that the conversion is completed, it says download your converted file. It will say finish right here, and it'll say OGG / and whatever the size is in megabytes of your sound file. I'm going to click on download, and this is going to put you into the search box. And what you want to do is you want to put the sound file into your mission. So I've already previously searched for my mission, and basically all I have to do is hit save. And now we're going to go back to the mission folder, and here's the sound file that we saved. For this particular sound file, I'm going to rename the sound file to another name. So I'm going to name this song 1. The next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to create a folder, and we're going to go down to new and then folder, and we're going to name this folder music. And then after that, we're going to take the sound file and we're going to put it into the music folder. So now you should have a music folder with a file in it that says song1.ogg. Now if you want to make sure that your sound file actually plays, so just double click it. Alright, so we know it plays. We need to create a script to put into our mission folder here, And this script will basically enable the music to be played. We're going to start up a notepad document and we're going to put in some code. Now that we have our code, what we need to do now is save our script here as a Description.ext. So we're going to go to File, and then we're going to go to Save As, and then we're going to go to Save As Type, and we're going to click on this, and we're going to go down to where it says All Files. Remember, you want all files, not a TXT or a text document. Next, you're going to go to File Name, and you're going to type Description.ext. Now before you save this, be sure it reads description. This has to be spelled correctly. So it says Description.ext. We need to locate our mission folder, which for me is going to be Arma 3 missions, Altis, and then we're going to scroll down to music intro.altis, and then basically we're just going to hit save. This should say Description.ext. So I'm going to close this, and if you look in your mission folder now, you'll have a script file that says Description.ext. Next, we're going to go back into the mission and we're going to add a code to the trigger. Back in our mission, so let's double click on the trigger, and we're going to go to the on activation box. Just click the box so you have a cursor there, and we're going to type in the following code: play music space quote track 1 end quote and then semicolon. So now that we have that, we have activation as any player, activation type as present, and that's all we need to do. Hit OK, and then we're going to save that and we're going to test it out.